Hey, are you struggling with selling your e-learning products and services? Well, in this lesson, we're learning all about landing pages. So that way you can sell your online courses, communities, and coaching programs with ease by using some landing page tricks. Hi, I'm Angel from RT Course Experts, and we help creative teachers with technical services for their online courses, membership communities, and coaching websites. In this lesson, we're going to learn all about landing pages. We're going to learn what is it, why use them, what's on a landing page, and how to use landing pages to sell your products and services. Then we'll go over an example, and finally, we'll summarize our top tips. Let's start off with going over what is a landing page. Well, it's a web page used to provide information and next step options after an ad or a promotion. So if one of your prospects sees an ad or a promotion, they click on this ad or promotion or this link or whatever, and then they go to your landing page. And it's a very focused website, and it's just to give them information so that they can take that very next step, like learn more, here's an email, buy it, whatever that next step is. So it's a very dedicated web page. Now, why would you want to use a landing page? Well, the landing page is used to grab attention and entice a prospect to take action, like share their email or buy something. It's a very dedicated web page. It usually doesn't even have a menu. It may not even have a footer other than like privacy and terms of service. It's really focused. It has a headline. It gives them real specific information. It connects to that prospect with a problem that they're having. And it has very dedicated buttons so that they can either give you their email or buy something. It almost has no exit ramps. So think of a highway where the only direction is forward to the goal that you want on that sales page. So that's what a landing page is. And it's different than your .com webpage. It has a menu and navigation and a sidebar and lots of other content and lots of little paths, right? With web pages, people can choose their own adventure. But with a landing page, you're taking them very specifically down a path so that you're going to teach them about something, you're going to identify their problem, you're going to tell them about your solution, and then you're going to really encourage them to take that one and only next step. So let's go into a how-to guide. The first thing you'll have on this landing page is some sort of multimedia overview, a headline, a video, a hero image, something that really identifies why they're here and the main purpose of your product or service. So some sort of big heading with an image or a video intro from you, or it could be a polished video. It's basically a main above the fold, right? So they don't have to scroll. As soon as they get there, they're seeing this overview about your product or service. So that's the number one thing that you're going to have on that landing page. And then little by little, you're going to start going over all the different features and benefits, what your product and service does. You might also have details about who this landing page, who this service is for, and who it's not for. So you can have all those kinds of, depends on your story writing, what the approach is. You could keep it very factual, or you can bring them through a journey that says, hey, we do this. If you're in this situation, let us help you. On your landing page, you're probably going to have testimonials, a guarantee, and frequently asked questions. So the testimonial is going to provide social proof that you've helped other people and it's real and it works and they've gone through transformations. They've reached that end state that you're promising on your landing page. The guarantee is going to reduce risk and say, hey, look, if it doesn't work out, I'll give you some money back, or no worries. That it depends on what kind of guarantee you want to offer. It could simply just be satisfaction guarantee without money back, however you want to frame it. Then you're going to have a frequently asked section, and you're just going to have like just a handful of questions, maybe 5 really important questions. At first, these questions, you're going to invent them, like how much does it cost? Is there a refund? How fast does it work? All this sort of stuff. Will I have access to the content forever? So there's these kind of popular questions in e-learning, but over time, you're going to get your own specific questions, and they'll be very specific to what you're teaching, whether it's design or fashion or making, audio visual, whatever it is that you're teaching, that your creative thing, there might be something very specific that you might want to answer as you're selling, as you're learning, to remove those obstacles and just answer them so that they're ready to just scroll down the page and buy. Then you're going to have several call to action buttons. So you'll have one at the very beginning when they get there. Hey, this is our service, and they can have a buy now button. You might have one somewhere in the middle after you explain all the features and details of what you do. And then you'll have one at the very end, because certain apps like Facebook and TikTok or whatever are training everybody to just scroll through the feeds. So if people are just scrolling through and skimming your headlines, at the very end, you want them to buy. That's their last chance. So you'll definitely want to have a button there. And these call to action buttons could have really interesting text. They could even have little arrows and icons or big fonts or whatever. So they don't all have to say buy now. They could say, learn how to play music now, or learn how to design, learn how to make your own t-shirts now, or whatever it is that you do, so you can work in that transformation. Or even stopping something, like stop messing up in Illustrator, or stop wasting time in Final Cut. Whatever it is that you do, you can work those into those buttons. So you can even have a mix, and you can have buy now, learn now, start doing something now. So you can have a variety of those buttons. But anyway, you're going to have a couple of CTAs, call to actions, spread on your landing page. You might even have fields like their name and email. Don't have too many fields. You want to guarantee that they get to that landing page. You possibly pay good money for ads. So don't really want this to convert. So don't ask for a bunch of fields. If you're going to ask for email, get their name and email, or even just their email, right? And a subscribe button, or get that thing. Maybe it's a lead magnet. So if you're going to get an email, make that your main thing, and then you could sell them on the back end, or make buying the main thing, and maybe don't confuse them with two different options so they don't get analysis paralysis. So you're going to decide your strategy to either sell or get their email, and then you can keep selling. Now you have a warm lead that over weeks and months, you can keep giving them more information, access them. Otherwise, if they don't buy and they go away, maybe you can use like a retargeting pixel, but you'll lose that lead. Often on landing pages, people might include discounts or bonuses, or even some sort of urgency like, hey, limited time only. Maybe it's a countdown clock where it's still maybe the same price, but in the next 24 hours, you're also going to get this bonus thing, this template, this extra thing worth another value you'll call out, worth $100. You'll get access to 60 days on your community. Some other thing that you're going to add to really entice them. That's usually put at the lower parts of the page when they haven't clicked the first two call to actions. You'll include those bonuses or a discount to just motivate them further to try to get them to click that buy button. Finally, from a landing page point of view, this is not a regular website. Yeah, behind the scenes, there's still a server and all that stuff, and you're coming in through a browser or a mobile app. But the landing page, from a design point of view, doesn't have a lot of exits, a lot of navigation. It really wants you to get this information, and then at each step forward, try to get you to buy or give your email. So that's what you want to do. And you don't want to have a lot of options on the footer, a whole menu. There's a bunch of different designs, whether you keep your landing pages short, or there's these long landing pages with lots and lots of information. But the point is, they're not leaving your site. They're not changing the page. They're there, and you really have one purpose: to get them to buy or to give you their email. So you can use landing pages for a couple of things. You can use it to sell your courses. You can think even a specific course. You can sell a bundle of courses. Or you can just focus on one specific course that you're trying to sell. And don't forget, once they buy that course, at the end of that course, you can go ahead and sell and have other offers. You can use a landing page to sell your membership community. We're not even getting into the offer, whether it's month to month or annual or lifetime. That's up to you and you can play with that. But the landing page will potentially help you sell that online community. You can also use your landing page to sell your coaching programs, whether it's a one-time coaching, a month to month, a mastermind, monthly for 3 months or 6 months or 6 sessions, however you structure your coaching programs. But the point is, you can use a landing page to sell those. You can also use landing pages to get people to join your webinar. So you have a landing page about your webinar. You're going to teach this certain skill set. And then maybe at the end of the webinar, you do other things, but one step at a time. So you're going to use this landing page to collect an email about your webinar. You're then going to send them an invitation. And then at the webinar, you potentially at the end sell something. So you do it in steps. You should make a decision on your landing page. So a lot of people use landing pages to not even sell, just get the email. So once they get the email, they can offer promotions, they can show value, a lot of benefits there to provide resources, tips, templates, video, get them to subscribe to their socials. So you're hitting up your prospects on a variety of different channels. You're going to figure out on your strategy, hey, is it better to just get that email, or no, let me go straight to the offer. It also depends on the price of your product or service, whether it's a low ticket item or a high ticket item. Now, landing pages are going to also help you get smarter about your prospects. You're going to test out certain hook words, keywords. You're going to know the buttons. What's the right button text, whether it's buy now or save now or design better now, whatever it is that you do. So you're going to try these different words and you're going to see what's working, what's resonating with your audience, with your niche, and with the types of products and services that you sell, your creative products and services. So that's going to be very interesting. So you might have a variety of different buttons, a variety of different words, and then you can get some stats, make some notes about what's working, what's not working, and then keep trying to level up to do a little bit better, get a higher conversion rate. Let's just say 3,000 people are going to your landing page. How many of those landing pages people took the next step? You could do little experiments, or as a teacher, you might have your things that you're learning. So you're seeing landing pages from other providers, and you might say, oh, that's a great way to display testimonials. I'm going to use video testimonials. I'm going to include the photos of happy customers doing this thing that I teach. So you're going to continuously level up those landing pages and try to keep improving the conversion rate of prospects to actually sign up. Now let's check out an example. Let's say that a client teaches music like ukulele, the little tiny guitar. So they're trying to teach ukulele and maybe they're struggling. They just have this web page, but they're thinking of doing maybe ads or webinars or something else to do a little bit more to get more conversions, more customers, a bigger community, more audience. So they're exploring landing pages. So first of all, they might set up a landing page, creating the ad, and it's a landing page, and it's just explaining all the different parts of the ukulele. That's their only thing. It's almost like a freebie, but instead of just writing a blog article, they recorded a webinar. Maybe they might not have even been an audience. It might have just been them recording a video that's now delivered as a webinar. Anyways, so when they set this up, it would basically go like this. Their prospects are searching the web on maybe how to play the ukulele. They happen to come across this ad that says, hey, learn everything about the ukulele or learn all the parts of a uke. So that's the ad that they create. That resonates with the people who are also looking to learn how to play the ukulele. Then the online ukulele teacher goes ahead and creates that video, uses that webinar, and it's working. People are going to your landing page, giving you their email, and then they're choosing a date and time, and it's pre-recorded, so you could go ahead and actually do a webinar every month. But let's just say it's pre-recorded. It's this one webinar that you pre-recorded a video, you upload it to your webinar system, And whenever they choose, maybe they get to pick a date and time, then they get to see that webinar. So because they gave you their email, the webinar system adds them to the registration, and they get the link and they get to watch the webinar. At the end of the webinar, after you're teaching your prospects all the great information about every part of a ukulele, that's when you say, if you like this and you want to learn more, maybe if you want to take my master class or you want to take my introduction to ukulele, then click here, and then you could potentially even give them a discount or a promotion. But basically, you're doing it step by step. So they're searching for ukulele stuff. You have ukulele stuff. So you give them you get their email on your landing page. That makes them happy. Now you're also feeding them information, maybe on your blog, or you add them to your subscriber on like ConvertKit or MailChimp or Aweber or whatever you're using. And so now they're getting stuff, week after week as you're providing other resources and tips. Eventually they make it to your webinar, and then at the end, you can actually get them to buy. So you just do it in stages. And that's how you use a landing page. If the landing page were your website, they could click away, look around, they would just get lost. There's just too many options on your website. But with a landing page, you're taking them down this specific path to collect their email, teach them the thing, and then later you could potentially sell them a thing. Now, let's just say that you also have a community for ukulele students, people playing the ukulele. So you have a community where they're helping each other, they're talking, they're learning about which ones to buy, where do you get sheet music, how do you do a stand, do you get a case, how do you replace the strings, all that fun stuff. So you might have a prospect that's scrolling through their Facebook feed. They've already told Facebook that they're interested on music and ukuleles and guitars and all that sort of stuff. Facebook knows their interests. Facebook knows their groups and their keywords. So at some point, they're going to see that Facebook ad that you created. It's maybe something like Friends of the Yuki, and they know that keyword, they know ukulele. They are clicking on that Facebook ad to go learn about what's this Friends of Yuki thing. And they click on it, and then they're seeing the landing page that you created. It's all about your ukulele community. So they're looking, they see the different groups and chat rooms that you have. They see how they can ask questions and share links, and how it's clean and moderated without a lot of other ads or junk or spam. So it's like a moderated professional community for ukulele players, students, etc., or even ukulele professionals. Who knows, however you want to frame it. So they like that stuff, and at the end of that landing page, or at points in that landing page, they can go ahead and buy it. So throughout that landing page, they're going to see a lot of call to actions where they can join now, or hang with their Yuki friends, level up their Yuki skills, or however you want to do it. Then you could have tiers, or you could just simply have this one price, or it could be monthly or annual. You could have two buttons, or you can have like a radio button that lets them choose monthly and annual, and maybe you default to annual. You can decide as that creative business owner, you can decide what would be the discount if they did give you cash up front to subscribe all year. Maybe you give them 1 or 2 months off. Maybe you include something like a PDF as a bonus. So you can decide those things, and you can also frame it up as you're playing with the text to try to increase your conversion rate. But that's how you would use, a landing page to do a hard sell. So right from the beginning, if they get there, you're going to offer this 1 or 2 different options so that they can buy that product or service. In the end, creative businesses like yours that teach online are going to use landing pages to help their prospects learn about some sort of solution and do one next step, whether it's give you their email or get them to buy something. And it could be a small product. It doesn't have to be your biggest product. It could be a big product, or it could be a small to medium product that over time you sell them as they learn more about your business. So let's summarize. Here are the top things you need to know about landing pages. So a landing page is a dedicated web page. It doesn't have a lot of navigation or exits or other links. It's really focused. The main goal is to teach your prospect and connect with your prospect about some product that you have, a product or a service, and to get them to do that one next step. It could be give you their email or to buy something. And if you do offer to buy, don't have many options. Maybe there's an upsell after they click that button to upgrade or to also opt into a bundle to save more. But you don't want to confuse them. They're interested, you're going to give them more information, and you want them to take that one next step. You can use landing pages to sell your courses, your communities, or even your coaching programs. So now you're a lot smarter on marketing, sales, and landing pages. To learn more, check out the info and links in the notes and on our blog. If you're loving this stuff, go ahead and subscribe to keep leveling up your creative training business. And if you need any tech help with your online courses, membership community, or coaching website, visit www.rtcourseexperts.com. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Let's stay in touch.